Hey, this is Tanisha, and this is abstract number 28 of 100. And I always feel like I'm repeating myself here, but for those who have not watched this before, I have been working on a 100 abstract challenge, which means I try different techniques with my abstract paintings just to try it out. So I basically give myself 15 minutes to try a technique. And the reason why I give myself 15 minutes is to not to overthink it. And so it just really helps me in my actual abstract practice, so I can take things I learned from this challenge and use it in my art. And so the goal is just to play, and I think everybody should play. I always say it in every video. But anyways, this one is the last in a series where I was working on custom abstract, or a custom commission for a client. And so there might be more in the future, but for right now this is the last one. I call it Luau because that's the theme that they gave me, and I thought this one came out great, and it actually came out really quickly for me. So this is a little shorter than my usual videos, although they're all short. But yeah, this one was really fun. I loved all the colors, and I think it probably came together really well because these are my favorite colors. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this, and don't forget to stay tuned to the end so you can see just an example of how it looked for the client's abstract. Well, basically it's a print that I do for them, and so it just shows you the company's name, but I'm going to use a fake name. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you think about this in the comments. So I'm not sure if you listened to the previous video, but in the previous video I was talking about some of the upcoming events that I had. And so I had a art fair coming up, which was really my first one, and it was a lot of work. I learned a lot from that, and definitely hope to share with you all in the future, especially if you're an artist and you are thinking about doing an art fair. So much has went into it, and I have so many tips to share about it to hopefully save people time and frustration. But anyways, one of the things I noticed is that it seemed like people, it's really hard to gauge the crowd that's coming, because honestly you don't know who's going to come. But the biggest question I have is, do people want small art prints or large art prints or just original art? So if any of you go to those type of art fairs, I just wonder what you think. When you go to art fairs or art markets, do you seem to go towards buying original art or art prints or both? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Alright, so back to this painting. So in this painting I pretty much just let myself use any type of mark making tool, whether it was archival or not, because I knew this was going to be a print and not an actual original piece of art that I was selling. So I just really let myself have fun with it. But I have been researching a lot of new tools to use that are close to the ones that I have that are not archival, so that I could really start having tools or mark making tools that I can just use in every painting. Because sometimes some things come out so good, it would be nice to sell it as an original, but when you're not using mark making tools that are archival, it's not a good idea. So I've been looking at some acrylic markers called Molotov markers, so I ordered some of those. And I think there's something called Sakura markers. Now I'm not sure if those are archival, so I need to do more research. But I'm really trying to just find different mark making tools that are archival. Also, another idea that's really useful if you're dealing with this issue as well is to get those bottles, and I can't think of what they're called, but they have a really tiny hole, and you can actually mix up your own paint and put it in there and use that for mark making. Because if you use acrylic for mark making, it's permanent and you don't have to worry about having any issues with mark making. So at this point, I'm pretty much putting the final touches on this piece here. And these are my favorite little tools, the Woody or mark making tools, Woody Stabilo. I really love those. I can't say they're actually archival. They might be. I do actually see artists use it in their paintings that they sell. Again, mark making and the tools we use, it's so hard to really sometimes even find out what's in these tools. It's just much better for you if you're selling art to use tools that you know for sure are archival and permanent. The biggest thing with artwork is you should never sit it in the light, because the light is going to definitely impact anything. After a while, everything could be impacted. So anyways, in a moment I'll be showing you just a little example of how the piece looked, of course with a different company's name. I definitely love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe and share this video if you like it, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video.